In a Viking village called Berk, life revolves around one constant: the fight against dragons that steal their food. Here, killing dragons is everything. The fiercer the creature, the greater the prestige one gains. Stoic, the vast leader of the clan, is a formidable warrior who excels in battle against these creatures. Enormous, tough, and respected by all, Stoic can take down dragons with his bare hands. However, he has one problem: his son, Hiccup. Skinny, clumsy, and lacking combat skills, Hiccup always tries to help but ends up making things worse. During a dragon attack, while young people his age, including Astrid, whom he has a crush on, participate in the defense, Hiccup works in Gobber's workshop preparing tools. The only way you'll ever take down a dragon is if you stop being this, Gobber tells him. The most coveted dragon of all is the Night Fury. No one has managed to bring one down, which is why Hiccup wants to be the first. During an attack, while everyone runs to defend themselves, he sneaks to a cliff with his net launching machine. He aims at the dark sky, listens for the approaching whistle, and fires. A roar of pain cuts through the air and a shadow falls toward the forest. No one believes him when he shouts about his achievement, but he knows with certainty that he succeeded. While his father organizes a new expedition to find the dragon's nest, Hiccup ventures into the forest looking for the dragon he shot down. He walks for hours. Finally, after following a trail of destroyed trees, he finds it trapped in his net. The dragon, black as the darkest night, lies motionless, tangled in the ropes. Hiccup pulls out his dagger, trembling. "I'm going to kill you, dragon. I'm going to cut out your heart and take it to my father," he whispers, trying to convince himself. He raises the weapon, preparing for the strike that would change his life forever. But then something happens. His eyes meet the dragon's. He doesn't see a savage beast, but fear. The same fear he constantly feels. The same terror of not being enough. The dragon stops struggling against the ropes and surrenders to its fate, closing its eyes. In that moment, Hiccup realizes he can't do it. Instead of killing it, he cuts the nets and frees it. The Night Fury, suddenly free, jumps on him and pins him against a rock. Hiccup feels the dragon's hot breath on his face while those intense green eyes study him. Instead of devouring him, the dragon simply roars with all its might in his face and flies away with difficulty, crashing against the rocks of the canyon. Stoic enrolls Hiccup, but after his encounter with the Night Fury, the boy no longer wants to fight against them. However, his father doesn't listen to his objections and hands him an axe. "We are Vikings. We're warriors," he reminds him. Hiccup returns to the forest and discovers that the Night Fury is still there. It can't fly because it lost part of its tail in the fall. Hiccup begins to approach cautiously, offering it food. Little by little, he gains its trust and names it Toothless, after noticing it can retract its teeth. Meanwhile, in training, Hiccup begins to apply what he learns about dragons, like their fear of eels, to tame them instead of fighting them. At night, Hiccup works on a prosthetic to replace the missing part of Toothless's tail. With each attempt, the friendship between them grows stronger. Finally, he designs a system that allows him to fly with Toothless, controlling the prosthetic. In the village, Hiccup becomes famous for his skill with dragons. No one knows that he's actually using peaceful techniques he learned with Toothless. Astrid, suspecting something strange, follows Hiccup and discovers his secret. When she tries to escape to tell everyone, Hiccup and Toothless intercept her and take her flying. During the flight, they are drawn to an island where they discover the truth. Dragons steal food because they're forced to feed a gigantic dragon queen who devours them if they don't bring enough food. Meanwhile, Stoic returns from his failed expedition and learns of his son's skill. Proud, he gives him a Viking helmet. Hiccup feels the weight of his lie, knowing that soon he'll have to kill a dragon in the final test. The day of the test arrives, and Hiccup must face a monstrous nightmare. The whole village, including his father, watches. Instead of attacking, Hiccup throws away his weapons and says, "I'm not one of them," referring to the Vikings. He tries to calm the dragon, but his father, furious, hits the arena bars, scaring the animal, which attacks Hiccup. Toothless, hearing his friend's screams, rushes to help. He breaks into the training arena and saves Hiccup, but the Vikings capture him. Stoic, feeling betrayed by his son, confronts him. "They've killed hundreds of us," Hiccup responds, "and we've killed thousands of them." When Hiccup tries to explain about the Dragon Queen, Stoic sees an opportunity and decides to use Toothless as a guide to find the nest. Before leaving, he tells Hiccup devastating words: "You're not a Viking. You're not my son." The Vikings sail toward the nest, using Toothless as a compass. Meanwhile, Astrid encourages Hiccup to act. "You were the first Viking to ride a dragon," she tells him. Hiccup gathers the other young people and teaches them to ride dragons to save his friend and his tribe. The Vikings reach the nest and awaken the queen, a colossal beast against which they have no chance. As they try to escape, Hiccup and his friends appear riding dragons. Stoic can't believe what he's seeing. Hiccup finds Toothless trapped on a burning ship. He tries to free him, but both fall into the water. Stoic, remorseful, dives in and frees the dragon, who in turn saves the Viking leader. Before Hiccup and Toothless launch into battle against the queen, Stoic approaches his son. "I'm sorry for everything. I'm proud to call you my son." In a risky strategy, Hiccup and Toothless lead the queen toward the clouds and cause her to crash against the island, causing a massive explosion. During the escape, Toothless's prosthetic burns and they both fall. Toothless wraps Hiccup with his wings to protect him. Stoic finds Toothless unconscious and fears the worst. When the dragon opens his wings, he reveals Hiccup, alive but injured. The dragon saved his life, although Hiccup lost part of his left leg. Days later, Hiccup wakes up in his house with a prosthetic on his leg. Going outside, he discovers that everything has changed. Vikings and dragons live peacefully in Berk. Everyone in Berk now flies alongside their dragons, beginning a new era of understanding and harmony. As he walks through the village, the villagers greet him with respect. The same people who used to mock him now ask for his advice on how to earn their dragon's trust. Astrid approaches and gives him a kiss that leaves him speechless. Gobber appears limping, revealing a new fin for Toothless's tail, specially designed to work with Hiccup's prosthetic. Stoic approaches his son and says quietly, "Turns out all we needed was a little more of this," gesturing to Hiccup's entire body. "You just gestured to all of me," he responds with a half smile. His father looks him directly in the eyes and nods with pride. That simple gesture contains everything Hiccup always wanted. His father's acceptance of him just as he is, not as he should be according to traditions. Hiccup and Toothless prepare to fly. They soar above Berk. Followed by Astrid and the rest of their friends, Hiccup's voice resonates as they fly over their home. This is Berk. It snows 9 months of the year and hails the other 3. The food that grows here is tough and tasteless, and the people who grow here are even more so. The only problem is the pests. While other places have mice or mosquitoes, we have dragons.